I cannot even begin to explain the absolute roller coaster of emotions I am feeling after watching the latest General Hospital developments, but we need to talk about this right now. I have been watching this show for years, and I swear sometimes the writers know exactly how to push every single one of my buttons. Are we seriously supposed to just sit back and watch Nathan West completely disrespect Felicia Scorpio like that? I mean, come on. Felicia sits him down at Bobby's to have a very necessary, very real conversation about his new romance with Lulu Spencer and how it is completely destroying Maxie Jones, and Nathan just brushes her off? He literally tells her it is none of her business. Excuse me? Since when does Nathan get to act like this cold, calculating jerk who doesn't care about the family he left behind? It makes me so incredibly angry because I loved Nathan and Maxie together back in the day, and seeing him act like this is just mind-boggling. And don't even get me started on the fact that Nathan is clearly hiding something massive. While he is sitting there being incredibly rude to Felicia, his phone buzzes with a mysterious text message, a text that makes him jump up and practically run out the door. We all know what is going on here, right? Am I the only one who has completely connected the dots? Nathan has to be the mole inside the PCPD. He has to be the one taking orders from Jen Sidwell. It makes too much sense. Think about it. Sidwell mentioned he had inside men at the police station who leaked the proof against Willow Kane during her trial. Nathan had access to all of that. So now, Nathan is juggling covering for Rocco Falconeri, shooting Ross Cullum, and taking dirty orders from Sidwell? This is going to blow up in his face so spectacularly, and honestly, part of me is here for it because he deserves a wake-up call. But another part of me is dreading it because it is going to drag Lulu right down with him. Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about Jen Sidwell for a second, because this man is completely out of control. He is not just texting his secret moles, he is actively blackmailing Jordan Ashford. Jordan Ashford. Does Sidwell not realize who he is messing with? Jordan is a powerhouse, but Sidwell is cornering her, warning her that he would hate for her to lose everything if she doesn't fall in line and follow his instructions. I can't believe they are doing this to Jordan. Remember when they tried to put Jordan under the thumb of Cyrus Reno? Yeah, didn't work out so well for Cyrus in the long run, did it? But Sidwell is a different breed of villain. He is grieving Marco, he is out for blood, and he is using every single piece of leverage he has. I know some people are loving Sidwell as this overarching big bad, but personally, I am terrified for Jordan. She has worked too hard to rebuild her life and her career to have this monster tear it all down. Speaking of tearing things down, can we please discuss the absolute train wreck that is Curtis Ashford right now? I am sorry, but Curtis is being so incredibly pushy with Porsha Robinson, and it is driving me insane. He shows up at GH with this baby-related surprise that he thinks is just so wonderful and romantic. Maybe it's nursery plans, maybe it's baby gear, who knows? But Porsha is visibly uncomfortable. She is not ready for this. She is dealing with so much trauma, so much uncertainty, and Curtis is just bulldozing right over her feelings because Hei-Chi wants to play happy family. It is so frustrating to watch. But thank goodness for Isaiah Gannon. Seriously, Isaiah is the MVP of this storyline right now. He sees Porsha squirming, he sees Curtis applying all this pressure, and he actually steps in and tells Curtis to back off. Yes! Finally, someone is standing up to Curtis and prioritizing Porsha's mental health and comfort. Isaiah doesn't want Curtis pressuring Porsha into anything, and he is not afraid to say it right to his face. The tension in that room was thick enough to cut with a knife. I know the paternity of this baby is still up in the air, and that triangle is messy, but Isaiah is proving that he actually respects Porsha's boundaries, whereas Curtis just wants what he wants when he wants it. I am totally Team Isaiah on this one, and I don't care who knows it. Okay, back to the hospital drama, because the ICU scenes are literally giving me palpitations. Lucas Jones is standing over Ross Cullum's bed, desperately asking him if he knows who shot him. The irony is killing me! Lucas just saved the life of the man who murdered his boyfriend, Marco Rios. Lucas has absolutely no idea that Cullum is the one who stabbed Marco and left him to bleed out in Alexis's office. And now Lucas is trying to get answers out of Cullum about the shooting on Pier 55? My heart is breaking for Lucas. He is grieving, he is vulnerable, and he is looking for justice. completely unaware that the monster he is trying to heal is the exact monster he wants to destroy. And what is Cullum going to do? He is awake, he is drifting in and out, but he is calculating. He knows Jason Morgan is taking the fall for the shooting. He knows Jason didn't do it. Cullum is totally going to place the blame on Jason to keep the WSB and the cops distracted, while he secretly investigates the real shooter on his own. He is going to hunt down Rocco Falconeri. The thought of Cullum going after Lulu and Dante's teenage son makes me sick to my stomach. Jason sacrificed everything, his freedom, his time with Danny, just to protect Rocco, and it might all be for nothing if Cullum figures it out. I am dreading this. I am so scared for Rocco, especially with Charlotte snooping around trying to help Danny prove Jason's innocence. These kids are playing with fire, and Cullum is a literal flamethrower. But let's pivot to the Quartermaine mansion, because I need to vent about Brooklyn Quartermaine and Michael Corinthos. Michael actually had a decent idea for once, and Brooklyn completely snapped at him. Wiley accidentally dropped the word hooker in front of the social worker, which, by the way, was entirely Olivia's fault for judging Jacinda so loudly, and now Brooklyn and Harrison Chase's foster parent application for baby Phoebe is in serious jeopardy. Michael suggests that they use Congresswoman Willow Kane's political influence to smooth things over. It is a logical, practical suggestion. But Brooklyn loses her mind because it means pushing Chase back into Willow's orbit. I mean, I get it. Brooklyn has every right to be insecure given Chase and Willow's history. But Brooklyn, this is about the baby! You cannot let your jealousy get in the way of providing a safe, loving home for Phoebe. Thankfully, Chase doesn't wait around for Brooklyn to give him permission. He goes straight to Willow, admits he needs help, and explains the situation. And of course, Willow agrees. Willow owes Chase big time for how he supported her during her trial, and she is genuinely a good person who wants to help a child in need. When Willow vows to do whatever she can to put in a good word for them, you can see the relief wash over Chase. And eventually, Brooklyn comes to her senses. She realizes that Michael was right, and that dealing with a little bit of Chase-Willow interaction is totally worth it if it means they get to be foster parents to Phoebe. It is a beautiful moment of growth for Brooklyn, but I am still worried. With Ethan Lovett returning to town soon, what if he is the biological father? What if they get attached to Phoebe and then have her ripped away? I can't handle another Bailey Lou situation. My heart can't take it. General Hospital is just firing on all cylinders right now. Between Sidwell's blackmail, Nathan's shady secrets, the ticking time bomb in the ICU with Cullum and Lucas, and the emotional roller coaster of the Foster storyline, I am quite literally on the edge of my seat every single day. The writers are weaving these plots together in ways that are both thrilling and agonizing. I know I complain a lot, but it's only because I care so much about these characters. I have invested years of my life into Port Charles, and when they deliver episodes packed with this much tension and history, it reminds me exactly why I tune in. I just hope Lucas finds out the truth about Cullum before it's too late, and I pray that Rocco stays safe. Tomorrow's episode cannot come fast enough.